Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, and welcome to another episode of Guest in Town. I'm your host, Noman Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, a brief about the program. This is a program regarding the foreigners and the Pakistanis acclaimed in their life and visiting Pakistan. Today we have a guest who is a French teacher, traveled half of the world, and finally chose to be in Pakistan for 1.5 years. In the time once there are travel advisories out there, she is here in Pakistan. She'll be leaving soon, but at the same time, she has lots of experiences and feelings regarding Pakistan. So let's ask a few of the things from Miss Lawrence. Lawrence, welcome to the show, Guest in Town. Thank you very much for being with us. First of the thing, how many countries have you visited till yet?
Well, quite a few. I'm not able to remember just like this. I could name Switzerland, Germany, Algeria, Morocco, Niger, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos.
These are lots
and Pakistan.
And of course Pakistan. Before coming to Pakistan, what have you already heard regarding Pakistan?
Very little actually. I had heard of Benazir Bhutto, Shalimar Garden and Lahore. And that was it.
Benazir Bhutto, Shalimar Garden, and Lahore. Okay, so you came to Pakistan. But out of all these countries, so many countries, you came here, and then you chose to live in Pakistan for some time. Can I know the reason, please?
To this day, I would say this is a little like a love story. You never really understand how and why it starts. And I do know now why I would love to stay. I could say that maybe in the first place I'm not the kind of person who will believe in cliché, and the clichés that are carried by the Western medias did not mean anything to me.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Out there are concerns regarding security of Pakistan, and we do have security concerns, but at a given moment, do you think that you feel security concerned at all the time here in Pakistan?
No, I'm aware of the security concerns, but I just live my life in a normal way. And to be very honest, I think there is a little hypocrisy in there. We tend to forget that in the West and in Europe, we, until very recently, had terrorist threats as well, and we did keep on living a normal life.
Okay. Can you just tell us that you just mentioned regarding the media, how it is portrayed there? Pakistan is portrayed in the media out there.
Very superficially. It does not reflect the very rich culture of Pakistan.
Okay, it does not reflect that. So, what do you say? That if you have to speak to your friend, would you suggest them to come to Pakistan?
Of course. This is actually one of my pleasures. Whenever I have a visitor coming here, I really take pride and pleasure in showing them the best places, the most beautiful places of Pakistan. And by the end of their stay, usually my guests will say, well, I had no idea and I would love to come back.
And you have been hearing these words from out there to the French people. What do you think is in their mind an idea about Pakistan?
I would say very few actually have an idea of what Pakistan is like. They are probably just like me before coming here. They don't know. They are clueless.
They're clueless, and they do not know.
They might have a vague idea, but then again, that is very far from the reality.
Okay. Talking internationally, are Pakistanis being understood correctly around the world?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
And what could be the reason in your mind?
Ignorance, lack of curiosity, and simply we tend to forget that our neighbors just across the border are people, humans in flesh like us, with families and children, and less or more the same aspirations for their life and their families.
Okay. And you are a French teacher. You have come across students. How do you grade the students of Pakistan?
This is one of my biggest surprise. I fell in love with teaching here in Pakistan, and my Pakistani students are a treasure for me. I find them very enthusiastic, very caring for their teacher, very respectful and very loving. And that is one of the reasons why it would be very difficult for me to leave Pakistan.
I see. So you are in love with your students, and now you will be leaving Pakistan, and you say that you will miss them always. Mm-hmm. If you're in love with the students, you must have gathered some of their characters also. That which kind of students are they? Were they enthusiastic to learn because you're a French language teacher? So were they enthusiastic to learn this language?
They were very enthusiastic, beyond what I expected. And besides that, I can say that they are craving for even more freedom of expression in their learning styles.
Okay. Now, you must have studied the education system also in Pakistan. You had your education from France. So once you see our education system, are you satisfied the kind of the education we give to our students?
I think it is pretty good. Now you're asking this question to a French. We French are famous for constantly being unsatisfied and constantly being on strike, because there is always place for improvement. Now, I think the education system in Pakistan is not so bad. The education system in Pakistan is fine. There would be maybe one point for improvement, and that would be that the children here have a great potential to simply express themselves, and they are very often expected to recite or rewrite exactly what is in the book.
Okay.
And this is where there is space for improvement.
Okay. So if you have to say the same thing to your students in the camera, how would you tell it to the students in French?
Oh, my students already know that very well. They have, during my classes, they have this freedom of rephrasing their thoughts in their own style.
So you say that liberate their souls. How do you see that they're aggressive, keen, the students of Pakistan, if you match them internationally?
I wouldn't say aggressive. That is not the right word. I would say they are extremely keen on learning, yes. They have a lot of energy, a lot of positive attitude also.
Okay, fine. Now, taking a leave from here, you have written few of the things also. Let's talk few things about the ladies. How do you see the life of a lady in Pakistan?
Well, this is a very interesting question. I have traveled a bit, and during my travels I have done some research on the condition of women in different countries, and I must say Pakistan is far from being the worst place as it is sometimes portrayed in the Western medias. I don't want to name any countries, but there are places I have visited that are closer from Western Europe and Western culture where I have seen women living very difficult lives. Not the way it is in Pakistan. I must say one thing that impresses me very much here, it's how many ladies go to university, sometimes even from very humble families. They hold double degrees, double masters, and they are not scared to study in fields which in Europe are trusted by men.
Okay. Very right. Taking a lead from this thing, do you think the average life of a Pakistani lady is liberated, or the life of a lady out there is more liberated as compared to a Pakistani?
How to answer this question? Not in terms of liberated. What does it mean, liberated? I think it's a very personal choice. I don't see women here as prisoners. So why